pig, squeal, squeal, squealed. I mean, for like hours. And you're gonna put a diaper on that thing. So
If people are just tuning in now, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
You've just stepped into Damn It Jim, the podcast. And now, from the broadcast studios high atop Damn It Jim, the university, here are your hosts, Dana Smith and Dan Kelzaretta.
Hey, Dan, we're back after one of us took an extended vacation. So, how you doing?
Yeah, doing great, Dana. And it is good to be back.
You went to...
Well, I started in Ecuador and then went to the Galapagos and then to Peru.
Wow.
So the Galapagos, is like this very protected area. It's difficult to get in, but hey, I put a Damn It Jim sticker on it, one of those huge tortoises. It's not coming off for like 150 years.
Just staple it on? Yeah.
I stuck it on, but the glue on those things is pretty good,
Yeah.
And those tortoises live to be like 200 years old, Dana. They live a long freaking time.
So people are going to be listening to our podcast 300 years from now.
Way in the future. Way in the future. Hey, to make it clear, I did not do that. Okay, that would be breaking a lot of laws, and it would be very stupid. But
you could put it on its underside, and so somebody'd have to turn it over to see it.
Sometimes they do tip over.
So do I.
Yeah, I'm not putting a sticker on your underside either. I'm not going to do that.
I already got one there. So,
wait, you don't have a tattoo on your ass, do you?
It's the Damn It Jim, the podcast logo.
The tattoo. Wow. You really went above and beyond, Dana.
Yeah. So every time I go to the doctor's office, they go to give me a shot. It's like, oh, yeah, hey.
Yeah, just stick it right in the center of that thing, right in the bullseye.
Like, I didn't like the way you did this one episode. And bam. Yeah, they get me. So.
Yeah, remember when you were talking shit about doctors? Take that. Anyway, I had a great time and saw a lot of great stuff. Very cool. We went to Machu Picchu as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, put a few stickers there. I did not. Okay, just again to make that absolutely clear, I did not put any stickers anywhere on this entire trip.
Now, is Machu Picchu, isn't that where...
Machu Picchu?
Macho Pico de Gallo, yeah. Isn't that where they make the salsa at the top and then it pours down the steps? And
Yeah. It's right next to Machu Pikachu, which I think is some kind of anime thing.
No, wasn't that like a sacrificial altar or something?
They may have sacrificed, animals. They weren't sacrificing people up there. Here's the thing, though. In Peru, the guinea pig was like a venerated animal. And so they would sacrifice guinea pigs and also llamas and maybe alpacas. But they also eat guinea pig still to this day.
Wow.
Yeah, you could order it in a restaurant, be on like a little spit thing, where they had it in a rotisserie. I didn't get it. I did have alpaca steak, which was
really
good. Yeah, it was good. But I didn't have the guinea pig. It just, didn't appeal to me.
Did you see any live llamas?
Yeah.
Did you get to pet them?
Yeah, we got to feed them, stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Their fur is like so freaking thick.
Yeah.
That, you could lose your hand inside of it.
Yeah. Well, I did, but it was in the other part of the llama. I didn't know where I was reaching. But I think if they get mad at you, they spit. Yeah, when I was reaching up for the llama, it didn't spit, but something else happened. Yeah. It rhymes with spit. Let's put it that way. Anyway, no, it was a great trip. Now, you went on a little trip, too.
Yeah, I went to Charleston, South Carolina, and down to Savannah, Georgia.
Nice.
We walked plantation around just outside of Charleston. It was massive.
Yeah.
And they had gators there.
Wow.
In the swamps and stuff. And
yeah,
we learned that they used to grow rice there. And there's this thing in Charleston that's called Carolina gold rice.
Really?
Yeah, they drained all these swamps.
Mm-hmm.
When I say the slaves did it. They in terrible conditions. You got snakes, you got gators, you got the mosquitoes, and
horrible.
And but they drained all these to put in rice. Rice only came from the Orient. before that. So I never thought about that. And then Savannah, we stayed right on the river in Savannah and ate a lot of really good food.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nice trip, very relaxing, very fun.
But now we're back, Dana, at least for some amount of time.
Couple weeks at least, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually going to Asheville, North Carolina, and then Savannah in 2 weeks.
wow.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should jump into this thing. But I do have one comment I'd like to share. I know that we've been gone for a while, so we didn't get a lot of comments. Do you mind if I just share one?
Yeah, I think that would be great.
Okay. Well, we received a text message, Dana, to the Damn It Jim hotline. It may be the first and only text message so far.
Wow.
Yeah. And here's what it said. Your appointment with Fuzzbum's Pet Grooming has been accepted. What the hell is that? Fuzzbums? Is that a real name of This sounds almost like a coded message to me, Dana.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Fuzzbums. Not sure I want my pet groom there, Dana.
Yeah, I think they only groom one area. So
You know what? I didn't do this. I'm gonna look it up. Right, I didn't do this before. I'm gonna look up Fuzzbums. Let's see where are they? It is a real place, Dana. Fuzzbums Pet Grooming. It's in Walla Walla. What?
Sure, it was the Damn It Jim hotline you were checking, or was it just your phone?
No, it was how did they send? I did not make an appointment to have my pet or anything else groomed at Fuzzbums, Dana. That's funny. I didn't look them up until just this morning. They are actually in Walla Walla. Maybe I should give them a call and find out what's going on.
Sounds like a missed opportunity to me. So
anyway, that's all I have, Dana, for this week.
this week, in doing the worst of all Star Trek, we are jumping to Voyager. Now, we've done something from Voyager before, haven't we?
Did we do it? Dana, I can't remember. Dana, look, I had a root canal yesterday. Did I mention this? And they gave me these 2 pills to put under my tongue. And in 15 minutes, I thought I was a salamander, which will make sense in a few in a few minutes when you finish listening to the podcast. Whatever this drug was called, Halcyon. Have you ever had this stuff?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, well, I think that's what they called it. I don't know, but they said put these 2 pills underneath your tongue and you'll wake up at Fuzzbum's Pet Grooming and you'll feel just shorn and beautiful.
Was it a guy with like mirrored sunglasses that held out 2 pills and said, "Did you take the blue one?" And you jump through the rabbit hole and take the red one and you just go home?
They were both the same color. But they definitely said put them under your tongue. It'll get in your bloodstream faster. Yeah. Anyway, whatever those 2 pills were, Dana, whoa, they were so good. But I can't remember any of yesterday, and I don't remember anything from Voyager except what I watched this today. So thankfully, I remember it. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I would have rather have watched it, taken the pills, and forgotten it.
We start off with Tom Paris. He's in the shuttlecraft. He says he's using transwarp drive.
Yeah.
Now, I've not heard transwarp drive since, did they mention Next Generation or anything? I don't remember.
No, transwarp comes up in, I know, the J.J. Abrams movie, but yeah, I don't remember them mentioning it in any of the other shows. But I don't know, Dana. Well, there's a couple of types of warp though. There's regular warp, right? There's bi-warp, there's gay warp, and there's transwarp. There's all these different kinds of warps, Dana. Happy Pride Month, by the way.
How perfect is that for Pride Month? Yeah.
I'm actually volunteering at the Pride event here in Walla Walla tomorrow.
Nice. You are, in spite of everything else I know about you, sometimes you're a decent guy. So.
Anyway, back to this episode.
Yeah, so he's, and he's getting Kim, said Henry Kim, Harry Kim.
Harry Kim needs to go to Fuzzbum's Pet Grooming. That's a stupid joke, Dana.
Harry Kim's telling him to do this, and Torres is telling him to do something else.
Right.
And then he's like, "Oh, the ship's breaking up," and then we see sparks fly, and then the next thing we see is they're on the holodeck.
Oh, this guy, what's his name again? Tom Paris?
Yes.
He kind of annoys me. I don't, at the beginning of this episode, I know I've seen him before. I was not like a huge Voyager fan, but I watched it, I think. Did he just kind of annoy you, Dana?
There's so many characters on the show that did annoy me. I think he was lower down on the list.
Okay. So. All right. He annoyed me less the more he became a salamander, which again is going to make sense in a few minutes. Hopefully.
Don't give away the ending.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Maybe it's not a salamander. I don't know.
They discuss that this whole thing of hitting warp 10 is like, breaking the sound barrier type thing. Next, we see Kim and Torres and Paris sitting in like the break room, lunchroom, and they're discussing options for improving the shuttle to be able to handle warp 10.
Right.
And Neelix, speaking of annoying characters.
Oh my God, Dana.
Sits down with them and asks if he can help. And they're all like, you don't understand quantum this or quantum that.
Right. Go back to making coffee because you annoy us too.
And Paris explained that warp 10 means time and space are basically negated.
Oh.
It's all like one thing. If you and I are in at warp 10,
yeah,
we're basically, I'm at your house, you're at my house. We could be in Paris.
But not Tom Paris. Because he's annoying, Dana. Well, it's kind of like you can be everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
Which was a really interesting movie.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I liked it too.
And Neelix throws out this idea based on something he experienced when he was on another ship, and they realize that the idea actually makes sense.
Even though he's really annoying. And he was annoying probably on that other ship too.
And that's why he's on the Voyager now.
Right.
Oh, hey, we got a present for you. We're going to beam him over. See ya.
What is he, by the way? Do you know what kind of alien he is?
Oh, they mentioned it when the show started, and that was 1,000 years ago. So
yeah, wow.
So next we see Paris is testing in the holodeck, and the test works. So they take the idea to Janeway, and she listens, and then she approves that they move forward with an actual shuttlecraft.
Yeah, but why not put like a robot in there or just have the computer do it? Why do they need to put a human in there?
They could have put a dog in there or a monkey like, they used to do in the early days of space exploration.
The Russians, actually it was the Soviets at the time, they said that dog Laika came back, but that dog did not come back, Dana. Did you know the French put a cat into space? Did you know that?
Well, that's dangerous because a cat, once he gets like off the planet, is going to try to take over the world when he comes back.
Exactly.
If he meets other aliens or something, he'll screw up all relationships. So.
Oh, meow, meow. They had a little beret on the cat, not a helmet, just a beret, smoking a little cigarette.
Yeah, a cigarette and a glass of wine. Yeah,
The friend. Why did they put a cat in space, Dana? Come on,
because the dog didn't come back from the Russians, so they thought, a cat's not going to die. It's got 9 lives.
Right. That cat didn't make it back either, Dana.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Because if it did, it's gonna be pissed anyway. Walking the streets, Paris, smoking its cigarette. I went to space once. Sure you did. Yeah, sure you were in space. No, really, I was in outer space.
Come, buy me a drink and I will tell you my story.
I should tell you the times the kitty litter ran out and what I had to do. So we've had... Just to make this clear, we've had a dog in space, right?
Yeah.
Laika. We had the cat. I can't remember the cat's name. I'm going to send an email to Damn It Jim, the university, and find out. And then we've had monkeys, like probably several, I would think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Did they come back? I can't remember if the monkeys came back.
I think the monkey came back.
Okay. And then we had Don Knotts in The Reluctant Astronaut. So he was in space too. So the cat's name was Felicette. Felicette.
So it was a female cat.
Apparently, yeah. 13-minute flight. And it experienced 5 minutes of 5 minutes of weightlessness. What happened? Okay, so it was a 13-minute flight. Experienced 5 minutes of weightlessness. Okay. What happened to the other 8 minutes? I mean, is that when the cat, became, I don't know, mush or what? Sorry, Dan. The cat did make it back.
Of course. I tried to tell you a cat would.
Yeah. You did say that. You're right. It did make it back. But then, Dana, I mean, okay, you're this cat, right? They stick you in a freaking We're going to get back to Star Trek in a second. But they stick you in this freaking thing, and you're kind of strapped in. I'm looking at the pictures. It looks horrible. In one of the pictures, the cat is definitely not happy, Dana. So it makes it into space, right? 13-minute flight, 5 minutes of weightlessness, makes it back. You think it'd be like a freaking hero. You know, you'd have a parade.
They did an autopsy on it.
Yeah, they killed the cat.
Yeah.
They fucking did an autopsy on it.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
If they'd only listened, the cat would have told them everything that had happened.
Right. Exactly. So 2 months later, Dana, they killed the cat.
Wow. That's a sad story.
Sad, Dana. It's sad.
Yeah, they didn't get a parade, probably didn't get any actual like super chow mix or anything, so.
No extra treats because they didn't, they wanted to look at its brain.
Because a cat's brain is a lot like a human's brain. Is that why they chose a cat?
Apparently. Why have they never sent a pig? Because they do other experiments on pigs. When you worked at that one company that made surgical instruments, you were cutting up pigs with those things, right? To make sure that they were sharp. That's what you said it on one of the podcasts, Dana. We got it recorded.
We had a little piece of like cloth type thing that was made from pig skin.
Oh, was the pig? Okay, it was a pig at one point.
At one point.
Okay.
Long before it came to us. And I'm sure the pig died of natural causes.
Oh, sure. So. Yeah, I'm sure it did. Sure it did. A pig in space, though, that would be funny. I don't know why. That just sounds funnier.
Yeah, but do you want to, it's one thing, you got a cat in space and you turn on the mic and it's like, meow, 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 and,
yeah.
A dog, a pig, squeal, squeal, squeal. For like hours. Yeah. And you're going to put a diaper on that thing. It's just, so.
If people are just tuning in now, they're going to be like, what the fuck is going on? All right. So we got Tom Paris, and he apparently is in the holodeck.
Yeah.
No, we did that part already. So they're going to do the test, the real test this time, right?
Yeah. They did the test on the shuttle or on the holodeck. And now they're going to go and use the shuttlecraft.
But not with a pig or a dog or a cat, apparently. No monkeys either.
Or no monkey, yeah.
Okay.
Can you imagine being in space with a pissed off monkey that doesn't know what the hell is going on? Because you're like going warp 10. That monkey would like tear your face off. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, would you rather have, this is a philosophical question for you, Dan. Would you rather have a monkey or a pig?
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. That's if the monkey was strapped down, couldn't move its arms or legs or chew through its straps, then I'd be okay with the monkey. How about you?
I would go with the pig.
In case you get lonely. It's just...
No, I was thinking in case I got hungry. Then because this can be tastier than the monkey.
Yeah, that's for sure. What about a lamb? Why don't they put a lamb in space?
It would remind me of fucking lamb chop, Dana. That lamb wouldn't make it past blast off. Everything okay in the capsule there? Yeah, no problem. Well, the camera went out for a minute. Now it's back on, but where's the lamb?
Yeah, good thing I brought some mint jelly along. Yeah.
Okay, so on the Voyager, there's none of these animals exist.
Yeah, that we're aware of. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So Janeway comes to Paris's room. And he's there in a robe.
Oh, I thought something was going to go down, Dana.
She says they're suggesting that Ensign Kim fly the shuttle because Paris has a weird reading that suggests he could have an aneurysm during the flight. So Paris kind of like argues his point, says he was destined for something special. And he says even when he was a kid, he knew he was destined for something special. And Janeway finally agrees.
Oh, Dana, the whole, when I was a kid, all the other kids said I was going to do something good. And then my dad, he never really loved me. And now I want to do something to prove to him that I'm a good... What the hell, Dana?
Yeah. I was like, grow a pair and let's move on. Just say I'm the best pilot. It was like a 2% chance he could have an aneurysm. He said he was willing to take that risk.
I was willing to take it. I was hoping he'd have the aneurysm right there. In fact, I thought I was going to have one.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised Janeway didn't go, okay, we're going to send Neelix and Kess with you as well. They have much higher chances of having aneurysms, and we want to see if any of this proves true.
I mean, Kes,
they wrote her off after like what, second or third season.
Did they? I don't remember. I thought the cat died, Dana, and the cat lived. I mean, the cat eventually died, but survived the space flight.
But did it have an aneurysm? That's the thing. Yeah,
well, they did open its head and did I think they euthanized it first, though. I hope they didn't
just start sawing on the head and then
that's not. I mean, that's really horrible, Dana. I can't even believe you said that, and I can't believe I'm laughing at it.
You suggested it.
Look, did I tell you I took these 2 pills yesterday?
So now that people are turning off this podcast to go listen to those 2 professors that are probably debating, whether or not Tom Paris could have an aneurysm in space for about 45 fucking minutes.
They're all calling their dentist, hey, look, I got a root canal I need. Can you please give me some pills now? I just need those pills right now. The dentist is like, are you listening to Damn It, Jim, the podcast by any chance? Yes, I will send them over stat.
Yeah. I got 12 other people in here doing the same thing. Yeah. So.
They don't even have teeth and they want a root canal. See, we're gone for 3 weeks. 4. It's probably been 4 weeks, Dana. And look what happens. It devolves into nonsense.
Yeah, well, that's what people would expect. So Paris goes off in the shuttle, which is named the Cochrane.
The cock ring?
I was just going to say, not the cock ring.
Okay, can I put that in, Dana? I'll just bleep out ring. I just What's the shape of that shuttlecraft, Dana?
It's looks like a big hula hoop. Yeah.
Look, we have not talked like a lot about this episode at this point.
So we see inside the shuttlecraft, he's bouncing around. And, he's like, warp 9.3, warp 9.5. And, the shuttlecraft's shaking a little bit, but all of a sudden he's like, warp 9.9, 9.95. Okay, we get the idea. You're stretching this out, And so then he says, warp 10. And he's all smiles and space looks different.
And cats are flying around in there. There's a pig, an angry monkey in the background. Throwing his own shit and wagging off like they do at the zoo.
Yeah.
The pig is just confused.
I can't see out the window because there's shit all over from the monkey throwing it around.
That's a true story, in case anyone's wondering. True story.
Oh, yeah. If you ever been to the zoo.
Yep.
Well, then back on Voyager, they're listening to him and they're all like, happy. And then his voice sounds kind of weird and goes, and it disappears.
And all they hear is a pig at that point.
And they use the universal translator. So the pig's going, get that cat the fuck out of here. He wants to pilot the fucking ship.
And he's smoking a little cigarette. It says clearly no smoking.
And who brought this wine?
Now, Dana, I have a question for you. This is a real Star Trek question now, okay?
Okay.
Do you think the universal translator has a pig setting on it? Do you think they can tell what animals are saying?
I would think in the 23rd century that, the universal translator picks up a lot of different stuff. So I would think that that they could know what animals speak. Paris appears to be gone. And then after, a few minutes, Paris shows up and they say, well, his life signs are low. So they beam him directly to sick bay and the doctor examines him. And this is our favorite holographic doctor.
Yeah, I mean, he is really good in this episode. He's good in all of the Voyager episodes, I think. He might be the best thing about that show.
So the doctor examines him and says his life signs are normal. And Janeway asks if the doctor can wake him up. And the doctor leans down and goes, wake up, Lieutenant. which I thought was hilarious.
That was actually a good part of this episode.
So then Paris explains to Janeway that after Warp 10, he was everywhere all at once. He seems fine, and Janeway says, "Congratulations, you've made the history books." So later, Paris is talking to Taurus, and then all of a sudden he just like passes out. In sickbay, the doctor makes some changes to the atmosphere around Paris, and Paris starts breathing better because like his nitrogen levels were way up and his oxygen levels were down.
And isn't he getting some like weird vein stuff going on his head too? I mean, it looks weird. Like he's gasping for air.
Yeah, and like the veins are appearing on his neck and on the side of his face and stuff.
And who knows where else, you know.
Yeah. The doctor then says Paris is dying, and Kess is there to help the doctor. When did she get a medical degree?
Yeah, she doesn't have one, Dana.
Yeah, I mean the pig or the donkey or the mule, whatever is that could probably help the doctor more.
Wait, there's a donkey and a mule on the ship too now? I mean, I knew there was a pig. I was hoping he was just going to die.
Well, he does.
He does?
Yeah, well, Paris starts babbling about his funeral and says there'll be lots of pretty girls all there and they'll all be crying. And then he says his dad never cried. His dad didn't like when he cried. And then he says he lost his childhood when he was like 17.
His childhood?
He lost his childhood. Is that what I said? Yeah.
To a pig.
So let me try that again.
Yeah.
So then he says he lost his virginity to a girl in his parents' house when he was like 17.
It had nothing to do with a pig, though.
Yeah, no.
Well, he said there were two girls there. He said they were the Palm Sisters, I think is what he said.
Jeez.
We're never going to get through this. So what this whole point, what was the point of this entire speech, Dana? This is like we're, as the audience, we're supposed to feel some emotional connection to this guy or something.
Yeah, and we don't.
No, I didn't. No.
Paris asked the doctor to call Starfleet headquarters and tell his dad that he did it. Was that he did it with this girl when he was 17?
No, with a pig. I think it was with a pig. I'm coming clean, Dad. Remember that pet pig we used to have?
And then Paris dies.
That was great. When that happened, I'm like, okay, this has to be the end now of the episode.
So later, we see the doctor working on a laptop, and it was like a clunky 1945 laptop, Dan. So he hears noises and he starts walking around sickbay. The thing is, the doctor's a holograph.
Right.
So why does he need to work on a laptop? Can't he just like put his memory into the computer?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So anyway, he goes to Paris and sees that Tom Paris is alive.
And there's a pig with him. It was the weirdest thing, Dana.
And a cat in the corner with a beret smoking a cigarette.
A dog and a monkey.
And the cat is like, "This is the stupidest show I've ever seen."
I cannot believe I am part of this.
First he's dead and then he's alive. What is he?
Maybe he's like Schrodinger's cat.
If you had done the autopsy, he would definitely be dead. Welcome to the Damn It Jim French Hour.
Well, we do our best of French accents.
So Paris like scratches the back of his head and pulls off a clump of hair.
Yeah, well, he needs to go to Fuzzbum's Pet Grooming.
This reminded me of like in my early 20s, when my hair was falling out so fast. So
Was it really falling out that fast?
oh man, I'd shower and it looked like a tarantula in the bathtub, so
Really?
maybe it's because I was next to that nuclear site, but I think that's just a rumor.
Yeah, nuclear plants get a bad rap, they just get a bad rap.
The doctor looks at the bio readout and says Paris now has 2 hearts.
Yeah, and then he said something about extra organs, right?
Yeah.
My thought immediately went to something else, Dana,
The liver.
Yeah, the liver, so he could drink more.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the definition of an organ, Dana? I mean, I know it's something you play and music comes out of it. I'm not talking about that kind of organ.
Do you want to call Damn It Jim the university? And
Yeah, let me just text them. I don't want to call. I'll text them and I'll ask them, what the definition of an organ is, because I'm kind of interested now. Are you interested?
Yeah. Don't you have a wife that's a doctor?
Yeah, but she's upstairs. I'd have to actually go find her. So Dana, Damn it, Jim, the university, world class in every department. So we do have a medical school. So that's who I sent the message to. Well, they were confused. They said, contact the music department. And then I said, no, not that kind of organ. And they sent me back and they said, an organ is a specialized, self-contained structure made of different types of tissue that work together to perform a specific function for an organism. So that's what it means. So some examples in animals would be a heart, lungs, brain, liver, even skin.
People don't realize, and this I saw this on Jeopardy once. A person didn't get it because the biggest organ on the human body is skin.
Well, it's like that joke, when you're in middle school. Hey, your epidermis is showing.
My school wasn't that advanced that we used to say that joke.
That's true. Anyway.
So then we see this guy who's one of the Voyager crew members, whatever. We saw him earlier, and he's communicating with this alien Reddick from the Kazons.
I didn't recall this at all, Dana.
Yeah, so he tells Reddick about Paris hitting warp 10, and Reddick can't believe it. And the ensign says, well, I hope this proves my worth.
No idea what that was all about.
In sickbay, Paris is looking pretty darn gross now.
Yeah.
His head's huge and it's like gray and he's got something wrong with his eye.
And skin's hanging off him.
Yeah.
Do you notice the head was throbbing too, Dana?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, both probably. Well, I mean, he had two organs, because he was getting multiple organs. That's what I meant by that. Yeah. Both sides of his head, Dana. That's what I meant.
Yeah. And the one side seemed to be pulsing more than the other. Maybe just when Janeway came in the room. I don't know. But
you know what? I think that's actually true. When she came in the room. Yeah, it really started pulsating. Yeah.
So Janeway was talking to him, and Paris is saying this could be the best thing that ever happened to him. And then he accuses her of lying to him. He says everyone is lying to him. And then he accuses Janeway of being jealous of him because he did something that she's never done, and which was sleep with a pig. Then he apologizes and he's just like, oh, it's, the fact that my head's 3 times its normal size and my organs are growing at uneven rates. And
this whole part, Dana, just so much talking. There was so much talking actually in this whole episode.
Yeah.
And none of it about cats or pigs or monkeys. What else did we have in there? A dog?
Mules. Yeah.
A mule. So bad.
Paris starts like coughing and gagging and he spits something out and it's his tongue.
That was great.
So then his mutation keeps accelerating. Paris says he has to get off the ship.
Yeah, get him off the ship. Send him just into space.
I would have ejected him in the ion pod a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Paris says the present, the past are all in the future, and the future is in the past. Kind of sound like me when I've been drinking. I don't know, but
or me when I put those 2 pills under my tongue yesterday. I was like, whoa.
Now Paris looks very alien, almost kind of fish-like.
Like a grouper almost.
Yeah, and that was not something they ever sent into space before that I'm aware of, because you'd have to have water and stuff.
Yeah.
And would you send a shark?
I would. I would definitely send a shark.
But you'd want a mammal, so maybe a dolphin.
You got to keep the dolphin away from the monkey, though. That would not be a good scene.
And Paris breaks free. We hear that Paris has escaped.
And there's pig noises and cats and dogs barking and monkey squeals. Flipper apparently has shown up for some reason, which was not, dolphin sound as we know from a previous episode. It was a kookaburra bird.
Yeah.
All kinds of crazy stuff's going on down there, Dana. It's like the gates of the zoo have been opened.
Yeah.
They're just out now.
We learned that somehow Paris got a phaser.
How does he hold a phaser if he's a fish?
Everybody's looking for Paris, giant fish walking around the Voyager, and nobody can find him. And then Janeway has a phaser on her.
Yeah, she's looking for him because he's roaming the ship.
And then all of a sudden she turns around and there's Tom Paris, the dolphin boy.
Yeah.
And he smacks her and knocks her out.
With a fin. He kind of smacks her with a fin. Makes a weird wet slapping sound.
Yeah. So next we see Paris is in the shuttle and Janeway's on the floor next to him.
This is getting weird now, Dana. There's Jane. Okay, so on the shuttle, just to make it clear so far, we got a fish piloting it, right?
Yeah.
We got Janeway knocked out. There's a pig, a monkey, a dolphin, a cat, and a dog, and a llama. Apparently there's a llama too, and a donkey. Did we say donkey?
Yeah, you
No.
said a donkey. Yeah. Then we see on the shuttlecraft, Janeway wakes up just as they go to warp 10, and we saw all these lights and everything kind of distorts.
Yeah.
The next thing we see is the doctor explaining to everybody that Paris is developing to a future state of human evolution due to hitting warp 10.
Ooh, Dana, if that's what we look like in the future, I don't know. That looks nasty.
So they finally find the shuttle, and they say that it's located on a planet. It's a tropical area. They beam down to the planet where we see two amphibious looking creatures that are kind of like big salamanders.
Dana, at this point, I thought I really was still under the influence of those 2 pills from yesterday.
I was thinking that the water I had, that somebody had put vodka in it, and I hadn't noticed, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah.
And I thought, you cannot tell me that the 2 salamanders are Janeway and Paris. And then they told me that.
And then they told you. Well, then Chakotay shoots them.
Yeah, he stuns them with because they were pretty happy there on the planet. They weren't going to come off.
Right. I mean, but why would you don't know if that stun is going to kill him, or, you just don't know.
And Chakotay's thinking, what's he got to lose? If they live, he's still good. If they don't, he's captain of the ship. So.
That's true. I didn't think of it that way.
So then we see 3 little amphibious creatures, children of the 2 salamanders, crawl out from a hole
in the ground. Let's make that clear.
They look real cute, and then they slither down into the water.
Yeah. So they are salamanders.
That's what they looked like. I'm not an amphibian expert, but that's kind of what they looked like. So next we go back to the ship, and Chakotay says he decided not to bother the little ones. So they left them on the planet.
With no parents to fend for themselves. Way to go, Chakotay.
Then we see Janeway and Paris in sickbay, looking like Janeway and Paris.
They're naked still, though, right? And he grew back his limb.
Yeah, grew back his tongue. And Doctor says they are back to normal, but he wants to keep an eye on them for a few days. So then Paris tries to apologize to Janeway in a kind of an awkward way, which it could only be, for their quote-unquote offspring. Janeway says, in some species, it is the female who initiates the sex.
And who eats their mates. So break out the knives and the forks, because you're now dinner.
So Paris is contrite, and he basically says, I still has a lot to learn about himself.
And salamanders. He mentioned salamanders.
Yeah.
Pigs, donkeys, cats, no cows, llamas, monkeys, fish. Donkeys.
Dolphins.
A dolphin.
Yeah.
Was that everything? Do we get everything? Did we say pig? A pig too, and a pig.
But Dan, that's how this episode ends.
So, Dana, you have something to share with us about this episode.
Yeah, Dan. The supervising producer and sometimes writer, Brandon Braga, commented about this, that he said it had some good intentions behind it. He says he thought it had a good premise, breaking the warp 10 barrier. He goes, I don't know where this whole de-evolving into a lizard thing came from. Later on was quoted as saying, he said it's a terrible episode. He says, I've written well over 100 episodes of Star Trek, yet it seems to be the only episode anyone brings up.
Yeah, well, for good reason. Now, he says lizard, though. I think they're more like salamanders.
Yeah. Also, Robert Duncan McNeil, who played Tom Paris, was generally puzzled by this episode, so he tried to rationalize it for himself. He says, when you try to tell the story, he breaks warp 10, starts shedding skin, he kidnaps the captain, then becomes one with the universe. And he says he and Janeway are salamanders and have baby. It sounds kind of ridiculous.
Kind of.
Hey, Dan, I did want to give you some background on Robert Duncan McNeil. Very convincing as a salamander, I thought. So
good method actor. He actually lived with a salamander for like a week before doing this episode. I don't know if you were about to share that part with us.
He was born in 1964. He had a lot of acting experience starting at a young age. He had an uncredited role in the Burt Reynolds movie Sharky's Machine.
Was he a salamander in that?
No, but I think he was an iguana. He later had a role on All My Children, for which he was nominated for a Daytime Emmy. In about 1996, he started directing episodes of Voyager, and he's gone on to direct numerous shows, because I don't think he's acting anymore. Not that he was acting before. But
Well, it's hard to find roles for salamanders these days,
So he actually directs one of my favorite shows, Resident Alien, and has directed a few episodes from Blue Bloods, just to name a few. So he's had great success as a director. So do you have any notes you want to share with us, Dan?
Yeah, Dana, when the show aired, some viewers were offended by the idea that people would devolve into salamanders. I mean, I think personally that salamanders are the ones who should be offended by this episode because it gives them a really bad name. And having just visited the Galapagos Islands, where Charles Darwin spent a lot of his time, working out his theories of evolution, I think Darwin would have episodes with this. He would have episodes. He would definitely have. I think he'd have problems with this episode too, Dana.
Yeah, no doubt. So Dan, do you have any final thoughts you want to share on this episode?
The Doctor, highlight of the show for me, but he can't even save this episode. The dialogue I thought was boring. Paris trying to get his father to love him. It's just an overused theme, Dana. And there seems to be no point to the entire episode as far as I can see. However, Dana, the part about Paris and Janeway mating, it's pretty interesting. Maybe that had something to do with the extra organs that Paris developed, but we don't actually get to see the salamanders mating. I don't know if I told you this. I worked at Brickfield Zoo. I've told those stories on the podcast before, but I once saw 2 tortoises mating.
Must have been exciting.
Well, it was very slow. It was a very slow thing, Dana. But the noise that they made, it was a very deep, guttural, long sound. It got the monkeys going too. They just couldn't resist after they heard the tortoises going at it. Anyway, very, very loud. So, Dana, I believe this episode truly belongs in the worst of Star Trek, and I think we should just schmitterize it. How about you? Final thoughts.
This episode takes a big hit for the evolutionary leap that it makes, but I liked how it started off with the Warp 10 thing. I thought, if this is a Warp 10 thing, this could be a great episode. But just they had to mess with that. And if we're eventually going to turn into reptiles, and my guess is some people have already started that, then, I would think that how are we going to work on computers and how are we going to communicate and stuff like that? It's really de-evolution. And they rush through this whole thing pretty fast and it gets silly. The thing that destroyed this show for me was the lizards and the offspring. It made me stare at the TV in disbelief. Did the TV just switch? Am I watching, Animal Kingdom all of a sudden? Is Marlon Perkins going to come walking in here? And I was so stunned. And I thought they can't. I really said it out loud. That cannot be Janeway and Paris. And I was wrong. I think they started off with a decent premise and they shot it in the ass and killed the episode. And I see why this is considered one of the worst of all Star Trek.
And it really wasted the talents of the pig, the monkey, even the cat. I mean, okay, it's a French cat, but still, the dog.
Yeah, I think if they had more time, the cat, the dog, the pig, and the monkey, definitely the monkey, it would have been a much better show.
All right. Once again, Dana, it's great being back and a lot of fun talking with you about this horrible, horrible episode.
Yeah, Dan, it's always fun to talk to you about these episodes. And as usual, the bad ones seem to bring out the best in us.
Yep. See you next week, Dana.
Until we meet again, live long and prosper.
Thanks once again for listening to Damn It Jim, the podcast. This podcast was written and produced by Dana Smith and Dan Kelzaretta for Ramble Jar Productions. We'd love to hear from you. Please give us a call on the Damn It Jim hotline at 509-676-6298. From Dana, Dan, and the entire staff at Damn It Jim, have a great rest of your week. And, as always, remember to live long and prosper.